Hello, my name is Maharaj De. This is the first video on this course. This is a app development course where it will be an introduction course to the Android platform where I will discuss about what is Android mobile OS and how you can develop an Android app, how you can install its Android development platform, and I will also make you learn a little about Kotlin. Then I will show you how to make your first Android app. Then I will go in details about activities and intents in Android development. Then I will also come with UI and then Android architecture components. And I will also tell you about Flutter a little bit. This is the whole course. This is the course contents. And today in this first video, I will tell you the first topic, that is introduction to Android development. And these things I will cover up in this video. First, I will tell you what is Android OS. This is the official android.com website. Here you can see that they have designed it very nicely. And I think you all know about Android actually, because almost in India, 70 to 80% of users have Android in their mobile, and other 20% have uh, Apple iOS on their mobile. So almost everyone, each of you already know about Android a little bit. It is a very good OS, and Android also have a Go edition. It is actually a lighter edition made for entry-level smartphones of almost 4 to 6,000 rupees. And in the AI technologies right now in the market, like Tesla cars and any other Tata Motors. Tata also have some AI cars. Those cars also have Android as their main OS. You can see this in the image. And this is Android for developers. I will come to it later. From this page, you can also come here. What is Android? And this is the page. What is Android? Here you can see some. Here it will show you some features. Like this is some latest features in Android 12. In Android 12, you can translate any language instantly by showing it on your camera. And also you can use your camera to search anything on the web. You just need to show your camera to that object like this. And in Android 11, from Android 11, there is also another feature that is a very nice feature, that is automatically caption. If you enable this feature, uh, it doesn't matter what video is running on your phone and in which language, it will automatically give you the caption of that language. It will give it live. It will not download it from the internet. It will just recognize the language and it will convert it to a text like this. If you have an Android 11 mobile or Android 12, you already aware of these features already. And Android is also very secure. And there is another feature in Android, that is digital well-being. In this feature, uh, this is a particular application, system application, and this application monitor what you are doing all the day. Like if someone is doing in YouTube and how many time he is doing Chrome, everything is actually written here. You can see that he spent most of his time on YouTube and Chrome and Gmail and messages. Otherwise, he also opened Drive for some time in a 24 hours, and he unlocks his mobile 215 times, and he have 112 notification in a day. And also this, Yes, that feature is actually called real-time transcription. You can hover on this website. There is a lot more things you can search on this website. And there is another section that is phone and tablets. This is the most advanced mobiles on the market right now. This is not mid-range. This is the higher range mobiles like Samsung Galaxy. For the Samsung, they are S21, S20, S22, and for Oppo it is X3 Pro, Reno 6, OnePlus, Xiaomi have 11T Pro. Now, right now I have a Xiaomi mobile that is Xiaomi Poco M2 Pro. And Xiaomi is a very good mobile. There are also a Motorola and Nokia's. They all use Android as their main mobile OS, except except Apple. Apple uses their own operating system, and you can see that Android is very flexible. That it fits in any display size. This is some tablets. This is some mobiles. In any display, Android fits very well. Also, smartwatches they also can be fitted with Android. This is the you can search this website on your own. I will not show anymore. Then I will discuss something about how actually Android OS running. A little about its layers. Okay, I will come from the top layer. The top is the I will first tell you the names of the layer. First, there is the application layer, then application framework layer, then native layer, then Linux kernel layer. After all these layers, there is a hardware. There is all the hardwares which we can call a hardware layer. So first, I will come to the application layer. Is my recording going on? Yes, recording is going on. So application layer is the topmost layer where we actually interact with the mobile. Like we call, we install any application. Okay, we dial, we browse, we open YouTube or anything. This is the topmost layer. This is the application layer. After that, there comes application framework layer. Okay, this is the this layer comes after the application layer, and application layer actually interact with this layer, not us. We cannot interact with this layer. We have to interact with application layer. This is the topmost layer we actually see on the mobile screen, and whatever apps we are right now running on our mobile, that is actually communicating with application framework layer. And this layer actually gives you these frameworks or these functions. There is 9 to 10 frameworks here in this layer. Like it have package manager, telephony manager. You can understand by its name what it is actually made for. Telephony manager is what gives you the function for calling, okay, or receiving a call. Location manager gives you the function for using the location. Okay, and if you turn on the GPS in your mobile, then the GPS application actually interacting from the topmost layer to this location manager in the application framework layer. Then notification manager also present. If you create an app that gives the message notification on the screen, or whenever WhatsApp is giving any notification on your notification section, then that notification is actually interacting with this notification manager inbuilt on the Android OS. And now let's come to more inner layers. So this application framework layer actually contacts with native library layer. This is the most inner layer in Android system. This native library layer is actually made for Android native libraries, where there is some library classes for connecting with the graphics. 2D graphics, 3D graphics, and Surface Manager. Then in this layer, it also communicates. It also run. It also have these features for playback or recording audio, video. Okay, it also have the. It is also the reason for rendering the fonts on the screen. Everything you type on the screen. Then SQLite. SQLite is the database. I will come in detail. This is for keeping the data in your mobile. Okay, and some system C libraries. This layer also hold Dalvik VM. VM means virtual machine. If you know Java, then you know what virtual machine is. Virtual machine, otherwise I will introduce you later what virtual machine is. So in this layer, virtual machine is actually existed. So this native library layer will communicate with the kernel layer. It is the last layer on the software side. This kernel layer's main job is to connect with the drivers. The driver comes under this kernel layer. Kernel layer is the starting of the software side. It will communicate with the driver of the camera, with the driver of the memory, with the driver of this battery, audio driver, Wi-Fi driver. Every drivers, every drivers it can communicate by kernel. So after the kernel, then it will come the hardware. The hardware means your camera, your memory, your processor, your RAM, and you know every hardware possible in a computer. After all, your mobile is actually a computer. So then I will tell you a little about the history about Android. Android was first introduced in 2007, but the company was first introduced in 2003, and it was actually made by Palo Alto in California. It is the place, Palo Alto, and it is in California. And it is actually made by Andy Rubin. The main founder is Andy Rubin. Then, after founding Android, Google became interested about the Android and Google bought this product. Now, everyone knows that Android is actually a Google product, but no, it is actually made by someone else, Andy Rubin. So this was the history. And now present you can see that since 2011, it is the best-selling OS. It is written in Wikipedia. And still now, it is the best-selling OS and in the all over the world. Maybe iOS have some users, some rich users, but if you count the users, Android have most of the users all over the world than iOS. So you can definitely imagine that if you can build application for this platform, this Android, then how popular it will, I mean, how valuable it will. If something is very bigger, if something has reached to more people, then it will be a good news for you too. That if you can make something for that platform, then it will reach to all over those people this platform have. So right now have millions and millions of people are using Android. So if you make something and you publish it in Play Store, then it will get a huge of downloads, huge number of downloads. So this was the history. You can also search it in Wikipedia. Then let's check the playlist. There is Android apps. I think you all know about Android apps. You are using you if you are opening your dial or if you are opening your text messages, then that is also a app made by Google. I will show you. I will open Play Store and I will give you a little bit of hints that what is actually Play Store and what is available there. This is Play Store. Many of you already have played Candy Crush, Ludo, chess, and you can see that anything and everything is available in Play Store. Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, anything you can search it on Play Store, and that is available. Candy Crush is a very popular game, and you can also find there PUBG, BGMI, any games, and any popular apps you are using WhatsApp, like WhatsApp or Facebook, anything, anything is available here. Facebook Downloader, Messenger, WhatsApp Business. We, we can't show you every apps available here, but there's a lots of apps. You can see some categories here, like for mobile or tablet or TV, or some free or paid, or you can find you can also find movies or books also in Play Store. Otherwise, let's find some apps. This is the most popular apps like Airtel, VI, Instagram. You all know about Instagram. There are some business tools also, Microsoft Team, LinkedIn, Khata Book. These are the popular ones. Adobe Scanner, you all have used it. Microsoft Excel. This is also available in PC and also it is available in mobile. Then Amazon, seller site, everything. Tools you can see, calculator, video editor, internet speed checker, and this is the Tor for Android. Voice recorder is also available. Anything is available in App Store. So, you can replicate this app if you want to. If you have a dream of making any browser, your own design, your own facilities will be there. You can make it and you can also launch it in Play Store. And this will also be shown here. Okay, and you can see that this app has more than 100 million plus downloads. So can you imagine how much it is? And these have more than 4 million reviews and rated 3 plus. Your app can also achieve this. You just need to make a particular app which is actually will be favorite by all the people, and you just need to upload it in Google Play. That's all. You can see that people are liking it. Some people are disliking, some people are liking it. Opera you can read this comment. So this was the app. This is all the apps you can find here. You can, yeah, okay. I would like to tell you something that if you are thinking of making something is in your mind. Maybe you are thinking of making a new game. Maybe you are thinking that you want to make something like a chess, a 3D chess. Then you have to find it here. You have to search here that is there any app like 3D chess? Let's find it. Yes, it is already. You can see that it is already available in Play Store. That means it is not something unique. If you want to make something unique, then you have to choose something that is not available here. And if you are thinking it is very difficult, no, it is not difficult. Maybe someone have developed this design. You can see the design, and you can imagine how difficult it was making this design. So it just came like a dream. If you are dreaming a particular design, then you can make it. Making is just a matter of time. The first need is the dream. If you are dreaming of making this design, then you can make it. You can definitely make it. So these are the apps, and then there is a programming overview. Okay, for this course, as a prerequisite, you have to know a little bit about programming. You don't need to know much about data structures, but you need to know what programming is, and you need to have a little hand on programming. Maybe you know C or C++. That will be enough also. It is not necessary that you need to know Java or Kotlin. I will make you learn Kotlin in this video, in this course. And if you know Java already, then you also don't need to know Kotlin. You can make any Android app with Java. But in this course, I will make you learn about Kotlins in a later video, not in this one. But right now, I will give you a little programming overview. Maybe someone of you don't know what programming is. So I will give you a little overview what actually programming is. So for doing programming, you need to actually find a IDE. IDE is an application where you can program or code a particular application. So I will find an online IDE. You can also use your own apps IDE. You can install any IDE here. I will show that later. Right now I will use an online IDE. So as I am talking about Kotlin, so I will show you a little about Kotlin. I will use a Kotlin IDE. So in Kotlin website, this is the Kotlin's official website, kotlinlanguage.org. Here you can see option as play and playground. This is the Kotlin official IDE, online IDE. And you can see here it is written as JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine. It is completely proving that Kotlin is actually made of Java. So programming is something, it is just a logic. Okay, just it is the main function. This is the function. You can say it is a bundle of orders. So there is some orders like we suppose maybe we want to sum up 5 and 3 like a calculator, like what a calculator do. I will show you. Suppose we want to sum up 5 plus 3. So we have given 5, sorry, 5 plus 3. So we have given 5 plus 3. Now whenever I will press enter, it is giving me the answer. This is the coding. Here for doing this, I have to declare a variable as a or b or anything you can name it as. You can give abcd or you can give efgh or anything, and you have to give the number you want to sum up. So I'm giving 5 and 3, or you can give anything like 5 and 2, and I want to get the answer. Then I will print the answer as a plus b, and let's run it. It is giving some errors. There have some errors. Variable abcd is never used. Okay, actually I have given the name as different. Okay, I have to give the proper name. Okay, I will give it as a, and I will also give it as b. Now it is okay. Now you can see that 5 and 2 is not plusing. It is just adding with each other, just beside. Why is it happening? This is happening because both are acting as a string. You know what is string? If you are writing something as a line, just as a line, that is string. But if I have to sum up two numbers, then I have to get it as an integer, as a number. Then for doing that, I have to show it as a number. Then I have to tell it that it is not a string, it is integer. Okay, now let's see what happens. Still it is giving 52. Now what I have to do, I have to write it like this, a plus b. Now see, now it is giving me the answer, 7. Okay, so there was my syntax was wrong. In the previous line, my syntax was wrong. Now still if I delete this integer, The Kotlin language is that much intelligent that it will get it, that it is actually an integer. You can see the answer is 7. And now if you want to divide them, you can type it like you want to subtract, then it will subtract 2 from 5. Yes, here it is the answer, that is 3. You can, this is the programming. Just I'm showing you the program for a calculator. What it is doing, it is declaring the variable I want to sum or I want to subtract. It is doing it. Maybe you want to print something on the screen, then you have to declare something like I am Maharaj. Just this, I want to print it. Then it will print this on the screen. Yes, this is printing I am Maharaj, and it is also printing 3 here, because in the previous line there I have ordered this main function to print 5 minus 2. That's it. I can also print here. I can also print it here, 7 minus 2, and it will print this number 5. 7 minus 2 is 5. That is it. You can do anything with programming, and this is just simple as this. And in programming there is some, now I will go in some details, like if you want to get another bundle of orders like this will call function. This is called function. So I am making another function, as I will name it as function 1. You can give it any name. I am giving the name as function 1. I am writing in shortcut that func1. And in func1, what I will do in this function, I will show you. I will just take 2 input in this function, and I will print them. Print a plus, no, I'll change the names so that you can understand it. CD, I will give it a name as CD. CD. Now let's run it. Now you can see it is printing I am Maharaj. Why? I have ordered it to run this function, print CD, but it is not executing these lines. Why? Because I just have created this. I have just declared this function as function 1, where it will take 2 input as C and D, and it will output or print on the screen C plus D. But I haven't used this function in my main function. You have to know that the main function is the main thing. This will run first. This main function will run first, and this will only run first. This function 1 will not run unless you have told in your main function that you want to run function 1. You have to told it in your main function. And also, as you can see, function 1 need to have 2 inputs as C and D, and it will be 2 integers. So I will pass here these variables, variable A and variable B. I will pass it here. I will pass A and B. And when I will call it, it will run my main function, and my main function will see in the last line that I want to call the function 1. Then it will execute function 1. And now you can see that after printing I am Maharaj, this line, in the next line it is giving me the answer 34 plus 5, 39. Like this, you can also create other functions, anyone, function 1, function 2, anything, function 3. And in this function, in this function number 3, I will not give any input. As you can see, I am leaving this input section as blank, and I will just print this is function 3 calling. That means function 3 is running. So now what I will do, I will call function 3. I will just call func3. Simple. I don't need to give any input. Whatever I will write in this function, I have to perform this depending on my need, what you need actually. Now you can see that in the last line, this is printing, this is function 3 calling. That means function 3 is actually executing. It is that simple. This is the simplest program I have shown you. Now you need to know a little bit more about programming. I will also come to that. There are more things, there are more important things you will need to know before launching your Android or start building your Android app. Like I will remove these functions and I will show you. Suppose you want to give a logic. Maybe you want to give a logic as am I a male or female? Suppose I'm giving you a details as my I will delete these two. I will delete these previous lines. Okay. My name is I will give my name. My name is Maharaj De. I have to give this under quotation as it is only a line or string. In programming, you have to maintain some syntax, proper syntaxes, and it differs depending on the language. In Kotlin, it will look like this, how I'm writing it. Okay, you just can't write it like uh, in var. Var is for variable, but you cannot write like this, that variable. No, it is not possible. You have to maintain proper syntax. You have to give what what Kotlin will understand. Kotlin will understand var as variable. Kotlin will understand fun as function. Okay, this is syntax. This is called syntax. Every language have its different syntaxes. You first have to learn that also. So, and that is also very easy. There is no very difficulties. So I will give my name as Maharaj De, and I will also give my age as 34. Actually, my age is 24. So 24. Now, suppose you are making a gate. Maybe you are making a gate, a program for your gate entry, and you want to check if a particular person is bigger than 18. Maybe he is 18 plus, then he can enter in your house. Or maybe you are if you are making a starting a business of uh, maybe a what that called a bar disco, and you know in disco it is required to at least have 18 plus age. So maybe you want to add this program in your gate. So then you have to give it a logic in the program. So to write logic, you have to use this syntax. If the age is greater than 18 or greater or is equal to, that means it will be either 18 or more than 18. Only then it will print valid. It will print valid or it will print okay valid. You can give anything. Else, otherwise, if your age is not greater than or is equals to 18, then it will print invalid entry. Okay, so this is how you write a logic in programs. Just print it and let's see what happens. Okay, this is the result as valid. Why? Because my age is 24. But if I type here 12, if I am a 12-year boy and I want to enter your bar or disco, then let's see, will this gate will let me pass? No, it will give me invalid entry. So this is how you can write the logics. Then there are some more things like logics and you can give the logic like this, but you can also give it like if the person is actually Maharaj, then it will be valid, otherwise it will not. Then let's see. Okay, it is valid. And if I change my name, if someone else like Vicky want to enter the house, then he will get invalid entry. Like this, you can give any logic. One more thing I will like to show you, that is loop. Loop is what? Loop is something that will run to a particular point. Like suppose it is variable a, it is 12, and I want to increment a by number 1, like a plus 1. A will be equals to a plus 1. On each call, first I would like to show you that what will happen when I will type a is equal to a plus 1. Let's see what will happen. And I also need to print this, otherwise how can we understand that what the value of a right now. So I will print a. When I will enter a plus 1, then it will become 13. As a is 12, a plus 1 or a plus 3, a plus 3 will be 15. So now I will make it under a loop. To create a loop, you have to use the syntax as while. While a will be lesser than 100, till then I will increment a with a plus 5. Okay, and I will also print this each time. Each time I will print the value of a, and I will print this in new line. Or I just want to print the value of a with a space. So you just need to add the space and give it a plus. Let's run it. Now you can see which 12 it is incrementing with 5 each time. 17, 22, and it is stopping at 102. Okay, this is a difficult to understand, so I will change the value. I will increment it with 1. Now it will easier to understand. Now you can see that it is incrementing by 1 and it is stopping at 100. You can see it is stopping at 100. Why? Because I have told this loop that it will run again and again. This block will run again and again until while it will run while a is lesser than 100, and whenever a will be bigger than 100 it will stop. This is the loop. This is actually called loop. And why it is called loop? Because it is running continuously, and you can see that it is stopping at some point, but it will run continuously. If I give here 1000, then it will run more. You can see it is running and running continuously. It is running. You can see it is incrementing by 1 continuously. and it will again stop at 1000, and you can give here infinity. Okay, you can give here nothing, you can give here true. True means it will always be positive, there is no negative, there is no condition here, so it will continue. And whenever it will continue, the program will break at some time. There is a reason behind this, because we have particular memory allocated for each programs, and there is a limit. Okay, there is a limit for every program. Suppose your program is allocated with 10 kilobyte or 10 KB, so each block will take a particular byte and it will finish at 10 KB, then the program will be finished. If you do not give any condition here, in that case, otherwise it will stop in a particular condition. So that is how you can create a loop in your program. That is enough. This is all you need to know to build your Android application. This is the coding, this is the basic of coding. There is a lot of more things in coding also, but those are not necessary for making any simple Android apps. Like if you know this logic, then you can make this calculator. Okay, in later in another video, I will also show you how you can use this only this logics and you can make this calculator. I will show you. So this is enough. This is enough for programming overview. Now I will come to Android app development tools. So to build your application like this calculator, you need some tools. Tools means some another application which will help you build this application. That is tool. And there is a lots of tools which you can use to build your Android application. So I will search Android development tools. Let's see how many tools comes. You can see the first one is coming Android Studio, because this is the official tool given by Google, the builder of Android. That is, it is coming at the first. No, actually, this is not the list of tools for making Android apps. There is something more, virtual device manager. This is not the tool for making Android app. I will come to this point later. I will show you the tools. There is, let me search it. For developing Android apps, there are two kind of tools. The first one is native tool, that is Android Studio. That is this Android Studio. It is officially given by Google, and here you can only develop Android app. That is why it is called native. And also native means it supports each and every function in Android. But there is another thing recently came to the market, that is cross platform development tool. Cross platform means these tools can develop Android app, iOS app, computer apps, anything cross platform. So there are some famous ones in cross platform. First one is Xamarin. Xamarin is a cross platform and it is actually based on C++ and .NET. And here you can build Android, iOS and Windows, all, everything. It also uses some frameworks. It is mentioned here. There's another one, that is Flutter. I think you all have heard about Flutter. Flutter is Google own, and Flutter can develop for iOS and Android only, and its main programming language is Dart. There is another, the famous, I will mention you the famous ones. The first famous one, I think, Flutter, and the second famous one, I think, React Native. That is mentioned here in number 6. But I think no, it should be mentioned in number 2, and the Flutter should be mentioned in number 1. So React Native is actually Facebook owned, Facebook have created it, and you also know that Facebook have their apps like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Facebook official app. Those are also built by React Native, and it is also very lightweight, fast. You can install it in any computer configuration. Doesn't matter if you have 4 GB RAM or 8 GB, it will be supported. And React Native is actually based on JavaScript. JavaScript is its main language, and it can develop for mobile and PC, anything. There are some others like 5app and others also there, Kony, Corona, Qt, Unity 3D. Yes, this is actually a gaming engine. You know, every game engine is also an Android development platform or a cross platform, but it is specially designed for gaming. That means it will have some functions that will make it easier to design a game. Otherwise, you can also use a game engine to develop your app, but nobody does that. People develop games in game engine. There are two game engines famous as Unity 3D, and another one is actually I can't remember the name. There was another famous one that is also not mentioned here. Okay, there are some drawbacks in cross-platform development. Can you guess what it should be? Okay, the main reason people use cross-platform is that cross-platform you just need to code once. You just need to code once into only one a single app you have to develop, and you can export it to Android, to iOS, to web application or website, anything. You don't need to do it again and again. But in native app development like Android native, iOS native, or web native, in that case, you have to develop each time separately. That will take a huge, that will cost huge, that will take much time. But in cross-platform, you just code once and you can export it to anything. That is the advantage. But the disadvantage is that there are some features that is only available in natives, like root features. Have you heard about root in Android? I think you have heard about it. Root is just jailbreaking the security of Android and doing anything in your Android without having the security, like installing any app you want, despite of its maybe the app is not from the Play Store. You can only install it if you have break the security. And by routing your mobile, you can do anything like you can give any permission to any app. That is actually not possible in Android. Also, there is something called jailbreak in Apple. That is also similar in like routing in Android. So those things, those root supported, jailbreak supported apps can only be developed in native platforms, native Android development or native iOS development. Those are not available in cross platform development. Cross platform development only supports some basic features, some important features like the UI, the visibility, sharing files, taking files, inputting files, writing, and everything that actually comes in business purpose that can be developed by cross-platform development. But if you are building an app that is that kind of technical app, some kind of, those will be hard in cross-platform development. So here I have given some points about this. That inferior UI and UX. That means some design that also can't be possible to build by cross-platform. Some very typical designs, those already just have launched in native Android. Like recently, Android is developing Android 13. It is on beta version, so it will have some new UI designs that will not available in cross platform. That will only available in native because Android own it. That's why Android will only give the permission to its native app. And also there is another chance of lower performance. I would like to show you about the performance. I would like to show you native versus cross-platform development. Okay, I've seen one comparison previously. Yes, this one. Let's check it. There is running some kind of advertisements. Let's keep it. Okay. Here you can see it is React Native, it is Flutter, and the third one is Android's native development. I have muted the audio. Audio is not important here. Let's come to the main part. Okay, this is the main comparison part. Just see the speed. In React Native, it is 4 seconds. In Flutter, it is 1. And in Android, it only takes 26 seconds to open the app. Not 26, it is 26 milliseconds. Let's see the storage. React have taken 117 MB for the app, and Flutter only have taken 29 MB for this creating this app. But you can check this that the native Android have only taken 4 MB. That is a huge difference between this Flutter or this React Native and this native. You can check it. That's a huge difference. Is there anything else? No. The video is ended. And you can see that the speed of opening the app, that's also a huge difference. Android in native Android, it only just taken 26 milliseconds. But in React Native, to open the app, it takes 4 seconds. You can now you have the idea that what is better. Yes, there are some point of advantage and disadvantages. I have told you that React Native, Flutter, those are meant for something else. Those are meant for taking a shortcut of building a new platform. Maybe you want to build a new store like Flipkart, and you want to have it launched as soon as possible, and you want to launch it in web, in mobile, anywhere, everywhere. So it will be better if you choose cross-platform because it will be fast if you want to start the business, and it will also cost effective. But if you want to make the app more efficient, then you need to go with Android Studio or iOS. If you want to develop the app also in Apple, then you have to go for iOS native development. Now I think you know the difference. Okay, app development tool. So these are the app development tools I have mentioned you. If you want to learn cross-platform, then you have to go with either Flutter or React Native. Both Flutter and React Native have a lot of market if you want to learn about it. If you want to, if some maybe somewhere you are stuck in somewhere in your development, then you need to get any help from the internet. Then there also it should have some community. That's why you need a very popular development tool. So React Native and Flutter is the best in that case. If you are going with cross-platform. Otherwise, if you are going with native, then Android Studio is that one. And if you are learning development for the first time, then you always should go for the native development. Why? Because if you go for native, you will learn many things. You will learn the proper way how to how is it designing. You will learn the proper system that how it is working actually in the background, how the application is creating new pages. You will understand it. But if you first starting with cross-platform, then you will not learn it. You will just code a design and it will be copied to another platform, maybe for to iOS automatically. You will not get that how it is done. That's why you should start with native development at first. That's why I will also in this course I will show you that how you can build your first Android app, and I will show you that in native Android Studio. Okay, so now let's come to Google SDK. Sorry. Okay, what is Google SDK? This is Android SDK. Android SDK and Google SDK is similar, same thing. Google is Android, that's why there is written it as Google SDK. Let's see what is Android SDK. You can check it in Geek for Geeks website that Android SDK is just the libraries or the classes that is needed for software development of Android applications. That is Android SDK. SDK's full form is Software Development Kit, and it is provided by officially Android. That is Android SDK. Maybe I can provide you a Android SDK built by me. Maybe I can give you some applications like this, and I can give it in a package, and I can give it a name as this is Android SDK built by Maharaj. And this Android SDK is official Android SDK that is built by Google and given to you at free of cost. That is called open source. You can build anything with it. And there is also have a community in the internet. And I will open Android Studio and I will show you what Android SDK is in detail. Mic test. Okay. Don't look at these things. You will not understand it right now. This is app designs. This is the application files. This is a project open in this Android Studio. I will not close it. I will show you something else. Later, I will also show you how you can install this Android Studio and build your first application. Right now, I will show you what is Android SDK. Okay, here you can see there is an option as SDK Manager. You have to go here. You can see there is three options: SDK platforms, SDK tools, and SDK updates. I will explain one by one to you. SDK platform means your Android development platform on which you are developing. That means if you are developing an app for Android 11, then you have to download it. You just need to press it like this. And if you are making an application for Android 12, 11, 10, all, then you have to take all of this. Why it is needed? This is needed because maybe if you are developing for a particular Android version, then it also needs some classes provided by Google so that you can have some features. You can mention some features in your application, in your coding. That's why Android provide particular classes, bunch of classes. That is called library. Library means bunch of classes. If you know programming, then you know what is class. Otherwise, you will learn it later. So there is a bunch of classes that is provided by Google. For particular versions, there is some new files. Like if it is Android 7 and if it is Android 7.1, then 7.1 is already have the bunch of classes what is actually present in Android 7. It is already inbuilt in Android 7.1. But in every Android version launching, there is some new files that should be installed in your Android Studio so that you can install or you can use new features in your development. That's why in every release of new versions, like right now it is here it is showing the latest Android version is API 33. That means Android 14. API 32 is Android 13. It is still not launched. That's why the name is not given like Android 12. As Android 12 is launched 9 months ago, that's why the name is given. Otherwise, the name is not given here. So Android 13 and 14 are in beta stage, and those files are also present here, because if you want to create an application for Android 14 right now, then you have to download it. Then some new classes or new features will also added, which will be in Android 14, and you can use those features in your application. Now come to the second option, that is SDK tools. Okay, SDK tools is not similar with SDK platform. SDK tool means there are some tools, extra tools that you can either use or not. You don't need, it is not necessary to use these tools, or you can use anyone if you needed it. And each tool have some different facilities. Okay, command line tools. Command line tools means this is actually for communicating with your app. Like maybe you are running the app and you want to diagnose that what is the problem, why the app is crashing. Then in live, you have to diagnose the app. In that case, there is an option in here as terminal. You can say terminal. If you don't know what terminal is also present in Windows, in Linux, everywhere. You just need to open command. This is the terminal. Same thing. Command prompt is a terminal. And in Linux, the command prompt is called terminal. So here what can you do? You can use terminal or command prompt without graphics. Like if I want to exit this, I have to enter exit command and press enter. Just like that. You can also use terminal here, and you can communicate with your application while it is running on your emulator. I will show you how a emulator runs later. You just need to like there is two emulator here, Galaxy Nexus and Pixel. You can also install it in the application while building the app. You can also install it in your mobile. Then also you can communicate with the app with terminal here. You just need to use terminal here and type whatever you want. Like suppose I'm just showing you show files like this. You have to press enter and it will give you some comments, or it will communicate with the application. And there is something more as logcat. Here the logs will get attached. If you don't know what is log, I will explain. I will not explain it right now. I will explain it later. Okay, so communicate with the app. There we use, what is that called? That is, okay, this is some network issue looking for updates. That is called command line tools. Command line means this is command, CMD command. So this is command. Command line tools means this, so that you can communicate with your app with command line tools. It is not necessary. You can develop without communicating or using command line. It is not necessary. And there is another SDK tools or feature as Android emulator. And this is the emulator. Here you can see I will told you that I have Pixel 5 and Galaxy Nexus API. If you don't know what emulator is, I will run it and show you. Let's run it. This is device manager. I will just play it. It will take some time. Okay. This is actually Android 12, and all of my emulators are Android 12. You can also install Android 11, 10, anything you want. And these have taken 12 GB on space on my storage. You can also increase or decrease it. Okay, the emulator is starting. It is started. See, emulator is just emulating your mobile. It is nothing else. You have check that I have shown you that it is another mobile. It is a virtual mobile running on this computer that is called emulator. So you can install this app directly to that emulator, or you can install the app directly to your mobile. And sometimes installing while building the app, sometimes it is very difficult to install every time to your mobile because you have to either attach data cable or you use wireless connection. But that is a difficult thing, and that also is a time taken thing. So that's why emulator is built. You can use emulator, but also emulator takes a lot of RAM or resources in your computer. That's why if you don't have a powerful computer, then you can't use emulator. If you have at least 8 GB or 12 GB of RAM, then you can use a emulator. This is the feature called as emulator. There are some more features like emulator hypervisor. This is installed in my computer because my computer is AMD processor. And for running Android emulator in AMD processors, hypervisor driver is must to install. Otherwise, my performance will not reach the peak. That's why. Okay, you can see that I haven't installed these features like USB driver, Google Play services, Play Instant, Play expansion library because don't have uploaded any of my application to the Google Play Store. I haven't launched any app. If you want to launch your app, then you have to install this Play license library, Play APK expansion library. These things you have to install before you want to launch it. Every feature here is depending on your need. It is not must to install, but in SDK platforms, you at least have to have any one of it. As you can see, Android 12 is installed in my Android Studio. I only have installed Android 12 because I only have developed some application with the features of Android 12. That's why I have downloaded only Android 12. You can install anyone you need, and it is mandatory. You have to have while I will show you installing Android Studio, then you can see that you will see that at least one of it will have to be downloaded, and it will give you the options there while installing Android Studio. And SDK tools means some features. There are some features like Intel x86 emulator accelerator. Okay, this is similar like hypervisor in AMD processor. For AMD, you have to install hypervisor. For Intel processor, you have to use Intel x86 emulator accelerator. This is some additional things. This is not required actually for development, but I have explained you that what is SDK tools. And this is SDK updates. This is actually the updates links like Android Studio. Whenever you will open Android Studio, it will open this link. It will check this link in background. It will not show you. It will check this link for any update. If the update have come, it will show, and then it will show you in the right bottom side that the update have come. So that's why this link is actually given here. You can update this link. Otherwise, it is not necessary. I just have shown you. Otherwise, you just not need to touch here anything. And if you click any of this, then the update for this particular thing will get stopped. It will never take any update automatically. This is Android SDK. Android SDK means the additional classes, additional libraries, and additional features or tools given by officially Google for developing any Android app. And this is open source. Everything is free. You can use it. And it is also explained in GeekFroggies that Android SDK have some things like SDK platform tools, SDK tools, SDK build tools, Android emulator. I have shown you everything. It is possible. I have shown you. Then let's come to our list. Okay. Now there is install and set up Android Studio. or Android development platform. Or I can also call it IDE. I don't know why it is written another time, but both are means same. And install and set up Android development platform or install and set up Android IDE. Okay, so I have to show you how you can install Android Studio. To do that, first what I have to do is I have to uninstall my Android Studio. Okay, for uninstalling Android Studio in your Windows, you already know how to uninstall your app. You just need to type in the search bar as uninstall, and there is one option will come as add or remove programs. From here, you can uninstall your Android Studio. I will uninstall my Android Studio so that I can show you how to install it. Yeah, here is Android Studio. But okay, let's uninstall it from here. I will uninstall it. Windows cannot find. Let's make sure you type the name correctly. Some problems are happening. Let's try from another third-party uninstaller, that is Revo Uninstaller Pro. Let's try it. From here, I will do the same thing. I will uninstall Android Studio. This is not required by you because you don't have Android Studio present in your computer. As I have it, so I have to uninstall it. Otherwise I cannot install Android Studio again. Or if I install it, then it will just uh, override the present files. That's why I am uninstalling it before installing it again. It will take some time. Please be patient. Okay, I think Android Studio should be gone. Okay, the item you have selected is unavailable. I don't know why it is showing here. Okay, it is removed. Now everything is removed. Android Studio is not available in my computer. Let's check where I have installed that. I have installed that in Drive D, Program Files, Android, and Android Studio. Oh, I don't know. It is still here. Okay, I will use this. I will this uninstaller. Now it will be uninstalled, I think. Okay. Now it is actually uninstalling. Completed. Now there is only SDK left in my PC. I will show you that while installing Android Studio, SDK will get installed separately so that you can use it later. That's why it is still present in my computer. I have uninstalled Android Studio officially, and there is nothing left about Android Studio except SDK. And SDK is the features provided by Google. This is something different from Android Studio. I have told you already everything. Now what I will do, I will show you. From here you can download Android Studio. I will open Google. You will also have to open Google. You just type here Android. Nothing else, just Android. And you can, at first result, you will see that android.com. That is Android's official website. From here, you just need to go to developer resources. Here, Android Studio and SDK. developer.android.com/studio. This is the official website for downloading Android Studio. My internet is a little bit slow today. That's why it is taking some time. Okay, the page has been loaded. Here you can see there are some additional download options, or you can just press here and it will get downloaded. Okay, I will show you by okay, you can see that some features are showing here. That fast emulator is has a very fast emulator, epic analyzer, intelligent code editor. Yes, I will show you later that why it is calling intelligent code editor. And real-time profiler, it will also show you how your app is taking memory or consuming RAM, CPU in your mobile. It will show you everything. Android Studio is very powerful software. Okay. Here you can see also it have some videos on having or using some features officially. Okay, I will come to the download options, and here you can see that it is built for Mac, Linux, Chrome OS and Windows all. And as I have Windows, I will install this Windows 64-bit version. There's two versions, as exe and as zip. I will choose exe. You can also choose zip file, but I will recommend choosing exe, as exe installing is more better than installing zip. Zip is not an application extension. This is an extension for having a for Mac it is .dmg and Linux it is .zz. Okay, you have to download this Android Studio, but if you have to read this, you don't need to read this, you just need to check it and press this, and it will ask you for downloading it. I will press the save, and you can check that it has started downloading. It will take almost 1 GB, and I will pause it, and I will also remove it. Why? Because I already have downloaded it, and I will show you. I have downloaded it in my pen drive, and it is available here. You can check the name. It is same, and it have taken same space, and now I will install it. You just need to double click here. It will start installing it. I will show you each step of installing Android Studio. Okay, now you have to press next. It will ask you if you want to also install Android virtual device, that is Android emulator. Yes, I will choose it. You can also untick it if you don't want to install any emulator, or if you have a very weak computer, maybe your computer have very low amount of RAM like 4 GB or a very low amount of processor, then you need to untick it, because if you install emulator, it will unnecessarily take space on your hard disk, and you can't run it. If you run it, your computer will go to the hang mode, so you have to untick that. But I will tick it as I use emulator. It will ask you that why do you want to install Android Studio. Okay, so I will recommend you that if your C drive is having enough storage, then you can go for C drive. But otherwise, yeah, you can also install it in some different space, as I will install it in my D drive in program files and Android. I will press browse here. It is not really necessary. You can let it what it is right now in C drive. Everything will get automatically installed, but I will choose it depending on my need. I will go to the D drive program files, Android. Android, and then I will type it manually Android Studio. Okay, now you have to press install. Now you can see it have started installing. all the files have come here. It will also take some time in your hard disk if you have a hard disk. Otherwise, if you are installing it in your SSD, then it will not take much time. And I will also recommend you to install it if you in your SSD, if you have SSD in your system, because Android Studio is very high performance application. It will take very large time to open the Android Studio. As you can check it, I'm starting Android Studio. The installation is finished. It is actually starting, and you can check that in my SSD it will not take much time. It just have loaded. But in your HDD, if you have hard disks, then it will take much time. It will take at least 2 minutes to launch it, because it is a very high resource application. Okay, here it is given some what's new in this Android's latest Chimpak version. You don't need to check anything about it. You just need to close it. And you can see that it is again loading my old projects, because it have already read that I have some projects before in my computer, and the projects I haven't deleted. The project is present in my workspace and Android Studio project folder. Okay, I will show you that how you can save your projects to different folder like me, so that if you anyhow uninstall Android Studio, your project file will be saved and it will not get any harm. I will show that to you. Android Studio is installed, and let's check my emulators. Yes, emulators are also present here. All the emulators are present here. Otherwise, you can also download an emulator. To do that, you have to press this button, Device Manager, Create Device. Here it will ask you choosing the phone model. You can either choose one of these models depending on your need. Maybe you want to have a mobile of 6-inch display, or you know that what Pixel 3 is, Nexus 4 is, then go for it. Otherwise, you can also create a custom profile like new hardware profile. Here you can give your custom resolution, custom screen size, custom RAM, everything you can give by your own. You can give this device your own name. But I will not go for it. I will show you how you can build here by taking a default size or default profile. Now I will make a very small QVGA profile, and if you I will tell you that why it is why what it means. If you having a very uh, less resource computer, maybe you have 8 GB of RAM, then I think you should go for any low resolution model. You can at least come to 720 and 1280, that is HD. Because why? Because if you take a very high resolution model like this 8-inch fold out or Pixel 4 XL, then it will also take a huge amount of resource while running Android emulator, and your computer will again come very slow. It will hang. So if you are having a low budget computer, then you have to go with small display mobile. Either you can choose anything from the top side. I will show you how you can go with 2.7 inch QVGA. Then you have to press next. It will show you that what Android version you want in your mobile. In the first page, I have shown you that what display size you want in your Android, but here it is showing what Android version. Okay, I have downloaded. I have told you before that I work on Android 12, so my mobile is also running on Android 12. That's why I only have installed Android 12. Otherwise, you can install Android R, in Android Q, Android 13 or Android 14, anything. You can go for anything. And this is the x86 means it is 32-bit Android version, and x86 64 means you can install any 32-bit or 64-bit Android, both in this Android platform. Android S means Android 12, Android R means Android 11. You can check it here. So as Android 12 is downloaded here. I will not download anything else. Otherwise, you can press download here and it will get downloaded in your system. I will not show that to you right now. I will just go for Android S. And I will also want to mention you that how much internet it will take. If you want to download Android R, it will take almost 300 or 400 MB. Each of this Android version will take you between 300 to 500 MB. Let's check it. Okay, it is 600 MB actually. I'm sorry, I have told you something wrong. It is Android. I have pressed on Android. See, it is taking 620 MB. I will cancel it, and it was actually Android R. That means it was Android 11. Let's check Android Q. Android Q size is, it will show you, it is 1 GB. Okay. So it will take you a huge amount of internet. Just do it according to your internet. And I think Lollipop will take very less size. It will take 4 MB. Yes, I am absolutely right. Lollipop is taking only 4 MB, 400 MB. You can go for it if you have less internet in your mobile. I will go for Android 12. I will press next. Here you can see it will ask you to give a name. I will just name it as a demo emulator, as I will delete it later after showing it to you. You can set up the orientation as if you are if you want your mobile to be landscape, then you can set it here. And graphics, you just need to set it automatic. You don't need to touch here anything. Enable device frame, you can give up in device frame. And here is some advanced settings like mm, graphics, boot options, quick boot or cold boot. Okay, I will explain you what is quick boot. Quick boot means each time you will start your emulator, it will not start from the beginning of, like whenever you switch off your mobile and switch on your mobile, it is actually doing cold boot. That means your mobile is going completely off and it is coming completely on. But in quick boot, it is actually not completely switched off. Your memory is actually saved in the memory state, but your processor and other things are actually off. That is quick boot. In that case, if you start your mobile, it will just start immediately. That is quick boot. And it will show you how many cores you want to give to your emulator. And I will recommend, if you have a lot of core, then you can give 4 or 5 cores. Otherwise, if you have any dual core processor, so if you have a dual core processor, then you can either choose single 1 core, or you can also choose 2 cores. Otherwise, if you have 6 core or 8 core or 12 core processor, then you can go for higher cores. How many cores you will give to your emulator, it will run that much fast, but it also depending on your system. And now this is the time for RAM. Here you can give RAM to your Android emulator. So it's also same. How much RAM you will allot, that much fluent the OS will be. So uh, nowadays our mobile have 3 or 4 GB RAM at least. So if your computer has 16 GB of RAM, then you can give 3 or 4 GB. Yeah, 3 GB means 1 GB means 1024 MB. So you can multiply it with 3 and from calculator like this, 1024 into 3. Now this is 3072 MB. So if I want to give 3 GB, then I can give 3072 MB. Like this you can allot your RAM. But if your computer have 8 GB of RAM, then I will recommend giving only 1 GB to run your emulator. And this will be enough to run your normal applications. Otherwise, if you are developing a very huge and very big application, then you will need a lot of RAM. to run this. In that case, you also need a very good system. Otherwise, if you allot your full RAM here, maybe I have 16 GB RAM in my system. So if I allot 16 GB RAM here, then the emulator will take all of the RAMs. Then my system will go slow. So I will recommend just if your system is very low, like 8 GB, then give 1 or 2 GB RAM here. Only 1 or 2 GB. That will be enough. So I will give here 512 MB RAM as a demo, and this is virtual machine heap memory. Okay, heap memory is something like a cache memory. Cache memory, if you don't know what cache is like a temporary memory. It is also linked with the RAM. You can call it a RAM, which will not take memory from your RAM sticks. It will work as a RAM, but it will take memory from your hard disks. That is cache and that is heap. You can call it either cache or heap. It will take memory from your hard disks. How many MBs you will assign it? Maybe you can assign anything. Actually, much is not needed. You can assign only 100 MB or 200 MB or 32 MB. That will be also enough. You don't need to give her much memories, but also if you give, then it will not slow down your PC because you have a lots of space in your hard disk. As I have almost 500 GB in my hard disk, you can assign a lot. That is not a matter. And what is cache? I will explain you in a simple way. Sometimes our applications or any website, they render the same page again and again. Sometimes it happens. Like I will show you as an example. Don't take it seriously. I'm just trying to make you understand. Suppose this Google is loaded, and if I press reload, again it is loaded. So it is again downloading. You can check it here that 140 KB is downloading. But if I use cache here, then the page save I can save this image also, Google image, and the I can save all of this 140 KB to a particular memory block, and I can use that again and again, so that it will save a lots of resources. That is cache memory. And our OS operating system handles these things. Some operating system don't use heap memory. Some operating system use heap. Like Linux based operating systems use heap memory a lot, but Windows operating systems don't use heap memory a lot. It uses it very less. Sorry, this is internal storage. It will be also allocated from your hard disks or SSD. You can give here how much you want. It will not affect your performance. I will recommend if you want to develop only one app at a moment, then 1 GB, not 1 GB, 10 GB of internal storage will be enough. That will be enough. And this 10 GB will be allotted from your hard drive, from these things, from these partitions. It will be allotted. I will let it stay where it was at 800 MB. An SD card. This is SD card. This is actually external SD card. You can see here that there is two options, that no SD card and external file. External file is that you can mention an SD card file, virtual SD card. That is something difficult to understand. You can also allot a virtually memory card from your hard disk to here, but I will not show you what that is. I will just explain you why SD card is needed. You have seen that our mobile also support SD card. So this emulator is actually mimicking our mobile. That's why it also give you an option to add a virtual SD card. Why? Because sometimes you are developing an application, maybe a photo gallery, that will show images from the SD card. So to develop it, to run it, you need to also mimic the same thing. Otherwise, how can you check it in your emulator that your SD card application, your emulator, your application is reading from the SD card or not? You have to check it. So that's why SD card option is given. Otherwise, you can let it at no SD card. SD card is not a mandatory thing nowadays. Most of our mobile don't have SD card nowadays, and also mm, Apple and OnePlus, those brands have stopped giving SD card option in their mobile. This is device frame. What is device frame? I will show you. If you search device frame on the Google, you can find a lot of device frames like this. This is the device frame. Inside this frame, your emulator will run inside this block. So this is to mimic your uh, outer look of your mobile. So you can you can also click an image of your mobile and make this kind of device frame file, and you can upload that, and your emulator will look just like your original mobile. This is just a fake thing to make it more cool, make your emulator more cool. Otherwise, device frame is also not needed. But I will enable it so that you can see how it is looking. I will set it to a random anything, like I will give to Pixel 3a. So this device, it will mimic Pixel 3a skin. You can also upload here custom skins from here, from this page, from this thing. You can upload any custom skin, and to install custom skin, you first need to download it from here. Like if I want to give, suppose, Redmi Note 4 device frame, then I will definitely get it. Yes, here you can see that this is Redmi Note 4 device frame. You can download it and you can select it from here. I will keep it enabled and enable keyboard input. You can also enable or disable your keyboard. Okay, that is enough. Okay, here some errors are giving, like VM heap must be at least 16 MB. 16 MB is necessary. So I will give 32 MB. Okay, now finish button is working. I will finish it. Now you can check here. This is the emulator I have created right now, and I will play it from here. Emulator is actually starting. Yeah, it may take some time if you have a hard disk, but if you have an SSD, then it will not take much time. It will take only 2 minutes. I will just wait here. Okay, it is starting. You can see the frame here. This is the frame. This is Google Pixel 3a frame. You can see this frame is looking very gorgeous, and you can also, for making fun, you can search your own mobile's frame from Google and upload it and show to your friends that, see, my mobile is right on the screen right now. You can see that the application has started, but the all of the application is looking very bad, very small, and this is happening because I have selected 2.7 QVGA resolution, but I also have selected a very big skin, very big frame. So, sorry. So, as the resolution was small, but the frame is for very big mobile, Google Pixel 3a, that is why it is looking like this, very small. you need to select proper version. I will, if you want, I can again show you, but I think that is not needed. You can handle it on your own way. And this is the mobile. I cannot find the buttons in the bottom side as this is very small. So I will, this is the search bar, and the keyboard is also looking very small. Okay, I will leave it here. This is not needed. I will close the emulator. So now I will show you that how can you create a new project. You just need to press on a new project from here, or you can also open your old projects from import project, or from opening here you can see my old projects, Kamwale and my calculator. Two projects are showing. Also I have more projects right here in this folder. You can see, you can just select it and press OK, and it will be loaded. And in a different video I will show you how can you create a new project from this list. Okay, not in a different video. Let's see it right now. You just need to press a new project button, or I will show you from the beginning. You just need to I am closing this project, as in your case this project will not shown in your application as you are starting your emulator for the first time. So after starting your emulator, it will be on this page. Here there will be no project showing because you will not have any projects right here. You just need to press here on a new project button, and you can see there is four options: mobile, or watches, or Android TV, or automotive. Automotive means this is for AI cars. You know, nowadays our Tesla and BMW AI cars, they have Android in their system. But I will go with mobile, and here you can see lots of activities. Maybe it is looking some difficult for you, but it is actually not. Activity means the main page, and you can see that it is showing Google Map activity. Maybe you want to add a Google Map in your application. In that case you need to select this Google Map activity. Otherwise you can select a full screen activity. This is for playing videos. Video runs in full screen. Also there are some other activities you can check about it. I will go with only empty activity. I will press next. Here you need to give a name to your application. I will give it a name as demo. And here you can see the package name. You may have a question that what is package name? Package name is actually, you can also call him that ID. ID means something that is unique for each applications. If you and this is needed because if you want to upload your application in Play Store or App Store, in that case your app should be recognized identically. In that case you need this package name. Otherwise it is not an important thing. If you are developing just for fun, you will not upload it on Play Store, then package name is not a important thing. This is save location in your hard disk. You can press here and change the location wherever you want to save it. And I will recommend, if you're if here whatever space it is showing by default, I will recommend you just need to change it to somewhere uh, safe, wherever. If you anyhow you uninstall Android Studio, then the project should not get deleted. That's why you need to change the space to somewhere safe. Then the option is Kotlin or Java. This is the language, and I have already showed you in this video that what is programming. And if you know what is Java, or if you are aware with Java, then obviously you can go with Java. Otherwise, if you know Kotlin, then you can go with Kotlin. In a later video, I will also show you what Kotlin is and why Kotlin is better than Java. I will keep it in Kotlin right now. And this is SDK. SDK means I have already showed you what is Android SDK platform. So this is the minimum platform your Android device will have. If I choose Android 5 here or Android 4 here, then this application will get run in Android 4. But if I choose here Android 12, then this application can't get installed in Android 11, 10, 9, 8 because I have chosen minimum SDK will be Android 12. So it must be installed in Android 12 or in higher versions, Android 12 or 13. But it can't get installed in lower versions. So I will keep it as default lollipop. Now you need to press on finish button. And here you can see another option as use legacy Android support libraries. You don't need to turn it on because it will give you some features of old Android versions, like some old Android version that is actually optional. This is optional because nowadays no any applications are there in Play Store that uses any old features. So this is optional. You can use it or you cannot. I will recommend just keep it untick and just finish it. Now you can see in the bottom side it is creating some Gradle, and Gradle is actually the libraries provided by Google. It is actually a part of Android SDK, and Gradle is the file that is responsible for building your application. First you are designing some application and you are giving some code to application. Then whenever you will try to make the APK file for Android, or if you want to run it on your emulator, then the application should be built first. And to build it, there is some background processes, and that is handled by Gradle. And some Gradle files also will going to download if you are doing this for first time. And it will take some internet, almost like 200 300 MBs, not more than that. And it will also take some time if you are on hard disks. Otherwise it will take 3 to 4 minutes. You can see that some files have came in the left side, and this is the main files. Everything has finished. You can see in the bottom side nothing is going on, and Gradle sync is finished in 1 minute 16 seconds. This is the log. And here is one folder and manifest. Another one is Java main Kotlin file. This is the coding file. And in res, here is all the design UI things. Draw will have all the images. If you want to add another image for your application, you just need to download it from Google and you can copy paste it directly here. And this is layout. This is the main design, main page, main UI page, activity main.xml. Here I have some values also, like colors. If you want to mention a new color, you can add it here, or you can just edit one color from here, from this button. You can edit the color, or you can add another color, like copy it and paste it here. And strings are the, I already have mentioned you in the coding part, that what is string is just a line, and you can just mention all of your lines in your application in a particular file as string.xml. And this is necessary because if you are developing a multi-language app where there will not be only English, which will support Chinese, Japanese, any language, then it will be easier to convert your language in other language by using this string.xml. In that case, you just not need to only convert this string.xml file. Otherwise, if you don't use this string.xml file, then in your each of the buttons, each of this text, everything need to be converted. That is why string.xml is made. And this is all about uh, just creating a new project. In a different video I will show you how you can okay, I will run this application for you. You can just add a button like this, and you have to run this like this. You have to select your emulator. I will not select the new one because it is actually not, it will not show in the proper visual graphics. So I will choose my old emulators and I will just press run app, and you can see again what I have told you. Gradle is responsible for building your application. So Gradle is building your application right now. It will also take some time, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Android emulator have started. Now we can check here that it will show you that the file is installing. It's still not showing. Yes, now it is showing installing. The application is installing. Okay. Now you can see that the button have come here. In a different video, I will explain you why the button is not looking as like this design part. In the design part, the button is here, but in the original application, the button have come to the top left corner. This is happening for some reason, and I will explain you later. And you can also see that here is the hello world written here. This is the string. This is the string text view, and this is the button. You can also press the button, and right now there is no function assigned with this button. That is why nothing is happening. And you can go back. This is the emulator. This is as similar like your mobile, nothing else. That is all. Now let's check again the playlist. Installing and set up Android development platform, installing and set up Java environment. Okay, now I need to show you what is Java environment. If you know Java, if you know about Java, or if you know Java development or Java programming, then you should know how Java actually works. I will show you Java development, Java layers, maybe. No, it is not showing. JVM, let's search JVM. Okay, this is good. This is actually JVM. In some part of this video, I have told you in Java there is something called virtual machine, JVM. And Java virtual machine is what? It is responsible for the whole thing Java have. This video will good, I think. Yes, Java source, Java compiler, bytecode, hardcode. Okay, right now I will not go in details what the working of JVM is. This is a little tricky to understand. But right now I will tell you what Java runtime environment or Java environment is. The, you just listen to one thing right now, that JVM is actually what actually Java runs on. Any Java applications in your mobile is running on Java virtual machine. And Java is a cross-platform language. That means a Java application can be run on any device. Any device. It can also be run in Apple. It can also be run in Windows. It can also be run on any mobile. Why this happens? This is a language which have no barriers of device or technologies, because it uses virtual machine. Virtual machine means it is similar like virtual emulators. What virtual emulators do? Right here, virtual emulator is simulating your Android on the screen. Maybe you don't have Windows laptop, maybe you are having an iOS laptop. In that case also, you can use Android Studio and this Android emulator. In that case, your Android mobile is running on your iOS. And in my case, the Android emulator is running on my Windows. So what I want to tell you that this is called virtual because this is just simulating a particular system. Also similarly in Java, Java uses a particular system that is called JVM or Java Virtual Machine that actually simulates the whole process of the Java, and it can be installed in any platform, maybe iOS, Android, Windows, in any platform. It doesn't have any barriers. This is the power of Java, that Java supports. Java can run in any platform. And iOS also have its own language, but it cannot be run in Windows because that is not built like this. They don't have any VM or virtual machine in their system. But Java works on virtual machine, that is JVM. And JVM can as you know that the name is virtual machine. That means that it can virtually do everything in any platform, just like a virtual emulator. Java is similar like that. It have virtual machine that can run this whole processes of creating a program or coding in any platform. It will not give any barriers. So this Java virtual machine is actually saved in JRE, Java Runtime Environment. Okay, this is JRE. The full form is Java Runtime Environment. This is just the package which Oracle brand. Oracle is the father of Java, who made Java. Oracle provide this package JRE. JRE is just the package. It will it will have this all Java virtual machine things. I will show you. Yes, here you can see in this image, JVM is present in JRE and JRE is present in JDK. JDK is Java Development Kit, and JDK is needed if you want to develop any Java applications or you want to develop any Android applications. In that case, JDK is needed. But otherwise, if you and in JDK, JRE is also present inside JDK. JDK is the father. JDK have everything to run or build any Java program. But if you want to just run a Java program, you don't want to build any Android application, but you just want to code a Java. You just want to code in Java language, then you need JRE in your system. JRE means Java Runtime Environment, and this is needed to execute your Java programs. And I already told you what is JVM. JRE have JVM inside it, and JRE is only the package, and JVM is the main system what Java provides us, and it can be installed in any platform, in iOS, in Android, in anything. Do I need both JDK and JRE? Actually, no. JDK, if you want to develop Java application, you can use JDK. Otherwise, you can have either JDK or JRE. It will not matter. If you just want to code in Java, just a program, simple program you want to run, then you need only JRE. And as JRE is already present in JDK, that's why JDK is the main file that you can install in your computer, but it is not necessary. But having JRE is necessary. Java without JRE, you cannot run your Java applications. Now I will show you that Android Studio also assigned with JDK. As I have told you, if you want to develop anything on Java, if you want to develop, not just coding, for coding part, JRE will be enough. But if you want to develop Java applications like Android, then it will definitely use JDK. I will go to settings. No, settings, not settings. I will go to project structure. Here you can see there is showing Gradle plugin and Gradle version. I will recommend to keep it on the latest version every time. You don't need to understand much about Gradle. I have already told you what is Gradle. This is SDK location, and I already have told you that what is SDK, Android SDK. And after installing Android Studio, it will also ask you where you want to install your Android SDK. For me, I have changed this location because if anyhow I uninstalled Android, I also have showed you that if I uninstall my Android Studio, this folder will be uninstalled, but my SDK will be as it is. So I choose SDK in a different folder, and you also can do that, or either you can keep it how it is by default. And here you can see there is an option showing JDK location is moved to Gradle settings. So let's go to Gradle settings. Here you can see JDK is showing. This is Android Studio's default JDK version. Whenever you are installing Android Studio, it is actually installing a by default Android JDK in your system. And where it is located? It is located in D drive program files, Android Studio JRE folder. I will show you. Program files, Android Studio JRE. Here you can see these files. These are the files for JDK, and this is actually get automatically installed by Android Studio. That is why it is written Android Studio default JDK version 11. But you can also change it. You can install your own JDK version if it is necessary for you. Otherwise, I will recommend just keep it on default JDK. But if you know about JDK in detail, if you know how to use it, how to change, if you want to change the version, if you want to change the latest version, or you want to go back and work with the previous Java version, JDK version, then you can press here download JDK. It will give you the options like vendor is the brand who is providing the JDK, and this is the location where you want to save the JDK file in your hard disk. You can change it from here to a separate location so that if you uninstall Windows or uninstall Android Studio, the folder should not get deleted. And this is vendor. Oracle is the main vendor for Java things, or you can also choose other vendors if you need it. But if you don't know what this vendor's file actually is, then I will recommend just keep it on Oracle, because Oracle is the father of right now. Oracle is the mm, brand who holds Java. You can see that Java JDK is right now on latest is on version 18, or you can also use 11, or you can also use 1.8. 1.8 is the most famous version Java have, because all the IT sectors, they are still working on 1.8, because some latest version like 18 or 17, they are not free and they are not open source for all of these IT companies, but they will be free for you as you are only a single user and you are a student. That's why you can use this OpenJDK version 18. But if any company or any IT sector want to use it for their whole jobs, for their whole IT sector, then they have to pay for it. That's why they still nowadays they still take in 1.8. They're still using 1.8. Maybe it is old, but as it is very free and very efficient, that's why they still are working on 1.8. But you can see that Java is by default using Oracle version 11 JDK version. So you can also download it from here. I will not download it. I will just cancel it. Just for make you understand, I have shown you everything. And you can, if you press OK here, it will change. You just need to change it from here. And maybe you are having this, you already have the Oracle JDK version you want downloaded in your hard disk. Then you can add that from here, like add JDK. And you just need to mention the place where it actually is. Suppose like as the Android's default JDK version is present in drive D in program files. So I just need to select this JRE folder and press OK. Then it will get added here and it will show the version here. Or I will also show you how you can download it from the internet. Just type here JRE or JDK download, and you can see the first option is from oracle.com, Java downloads. You can see that the latest one is Java 18 and the previous one is Java 17. And as like in the Android Studio, you have seen that the latest version you can download, and Java AC Development Kit 18.0.2. And here are all the archives. This is for ARM64 processor and this is for 32-bit processor. And there are two packages. One is archive package and another is Debian package. This is for Linux based OS, and mine one is Android. Mine one is Windows based. That's why I will not go with Debian package. If I have to download it, then I have to press on this ARM64 package. And the size you can see it is almost 200 MB. You can download it. This is for Linux actually. I'm sorry, if you want to download for Windows, then you need to go to this Windows section. Here you will have two options. One is archive. Archive means .zip, .zip, and if you want to get a .exe file, then you have to download installer file. And there are some details on Java 8 or Java 11, and Android is by now in default they are using Java 11. Java 11 is also very famous. You can also go with Java 18. It will have the most advanced features Java have right now on the market, but I will not show you because I will keep it as Android's by default Java 11. And this will be better to keep it by default how it is, what it is, because in default things everything is checked, every glitches are checked by the Android's own team. But if you want to change it, then you can change it obviously, but maybe it will have some new errors. It will give you some new errors in your while you are coding your application. So that's why I will recommend to keep everything, whatever you don't know what it is, then keep that thing in by default. Don't poke with it. Just keep it by default. For making you understand, I have shown you everything. This is dependencies. In a later video, I will show you what is dependencies. But right now, I will just give you a little introduction about dependencies. Dependencies means, I will show you. Java. So dependency means, suppose if you want to add a custom design in your Android Studio or a custom function in your main coding file, maybe a custom means something is made by someone else, which is available on internet. Suppose you can also browse them, like for example if I want to add a custom circle button which is actually not available by default in in your Android Studio. You can check that in button. There are image buttons, but there is no circle button here. So you can edit this button here. You can create a class file, and I will show that in another video, that you can create your own custom designed button. But there is also some design present which is uploaded by someone else, which is available on the internet, and you have to find it like circle button, and you have to give GitHub. Those things are actually uh, uploaded in GitHub. So just type what is actually needed, a circle button or circle image view or any other features, and then type GitHub. And here you will see that a lots of uploaded circle button will be shown from GitHub. I will show you circle button here. This this is used by 95 people like this, 23 people like this button, and this is made by this person, and this is made by Evangel Do, this person. And you can also upload here your own design or your own class, your own library. And to use it, I will show you how you can use it. Here, after opening it, you will see some readme file. The buttons will look like this. And to install it, I will show you how you can install this. Let's go to another button. This is gradient button. Gradient means a mixture of colors like this. There is two kind of colors. To, to you know that if you want to use this in your application, you have to download it in your Android Studio. To do this, dependency is used for. You have to copy this line from the readme file. You just need to copy it, and you just need to come to Android Studio. You have to come to this Gradle scripts, and there's two kind of Gradle file. One is for project, one is for module. I will go with the project. No, you need to actually go with the module, and here you will find an option as dependencies. These here you just need to add another line and paste it. After pasting it, you will see that there is an option to synchronize. Whenever I will press synchronize, you will see that it will download the feature. Just look at this position, look carefully. It will show you that the Gradle will first get downloaded, this feature will first get downloaded, and then it will get installed. Okay, there is some kind of errors. A problem occurred, evolution project could not find method compile. Okay, this syntax compile is not available right now in the current Android Studio. Maybe it is very old syntax, so I can use another one. Maybe there are some another one. Styled radio buttons. There is no readme file. Circle button with progress. There is also no readme file. Okay, I will show you another thing. Circle image view. Image view. Let's find it in Google. Circle image view GitHub. Circle image view, then write Android. It will give me some results. Yes, I already have used this thing before. That's why, yes, it will look like this. Circular image view. To add this, you have to copy this dependency line and you have to paste it here. And then you have to synchronize. and there is a try again button. As in previous line there were some errors, so that's why there is a try again button. And this is a similar like synchronize button. Here you can say this is downloading. Here you have show yes, it is downloading. It is downloading some jar files. Jar files means that is Java files, and those files are okay. That is some bunch of library files, some bunch of classes. A classes like this. This is a Kotlin class file. Those file will also have some classes and also have some XML design files. And you can see it is downloaded. And after downloading it, here is the usage. You can also copy it. To use it, you need to copy it, and in your activity main file, you, you you have to come to the design part and you have to paste this. Now you can check that there is an image button like here. Right here, there is an image button. It is giving some error. The view is not constant. I will explain you it later why this error is coming. You don't need to understand it right now. I will make you understand this later. So now you can see that I'm using something like d dot the user's name who made it, then circular image view, then the class circular image view. I'm using it and there is no errors right now. Everything is okay. Everything is fine. You can assign an image in this image view. I will not show that right now. I will show that later. After assigning an image, this image view will look like this. This will look like this, and I will again show you if I delete this implementation and again synchronize this, then what will happen? This Gradle will get deleted. And now if I come to the design part, here you can see it is giving an error that there is nothing present in your application like this. Yes, class referred in this layout file was not found in the libraries. So this is what dependencies are used for. Dependency can give you the system by which you can add any features by downloading it from the internet, which will be made by someone else. And you can also make a dependency. Okay, you can also make your own design or make your own function and make it a dependency and upload it in GitHub. That is some difficult things. First you have to learn how to build your Android application. Then after learning building Android application, then you can learn how you can make some dependency and upload your features to the internet so that other Android developers or any other developers can use this dependency. And also dependency is not only present in Android Studio. Dependency is something that is present in any development tools, Android Studio, Flutter, anything. Everywhere dependency is present. You have to I will show you that you can also download a dependency for Flutter, like circular image view Flutter. Maybe circular image view is already present in Flutter, but I will type GitHub, then it will come some custom which have been created by someone else. Yes, circular image view, and this will be made for Flutter. Here you can see it is written Flutter. That means this things are made for Flutter. Extended image, Flutter Candice, extended image. This is made for Flutter. For every platform, these things are available in GitHub. GitHub is a platform that gives you the right to upload your own features, your own designs, or download other developers' designs or features at free of cost. Those are free of cost, and by this you just need to add. There is another option to add this. You just need to copy this line. I will copy this line and I will come to project structure, then dependency. Here you have to press this plus button, add dependency, library dependency. Then you have to type here what you have copied and search. After searching it, it will search it from the internet. Okay, I will type it circular image view. It is searching. You can see there is some syntax as implementation also. I already have showed you that implementation. There are some other syntax also. Release implementation, debug implementation, all are different. Those are not similar, and you can understand what does it mean. I will explain you that also. It is searching continuously. Maybe my internet is slow, or maybe maybe it is not present. I will close it. So you can also, after finishing this, there will be some dependencies shown here. You just need to press there and press install. Press OK from here. It will get installed like this. These are those dependencies. This you can modify from here. You can right click. You can delete it. You can delete these dependencies from here. This is Android's by default dependencies. Or you can also delete those dependencies from. First, I will delete these lines. Okay, you can also delete those dependencies from here. Here you can see some dependencies are already pre-downloaded by Android, like Android X Core, KTX, App Compat, Materials. These are some necessary dependencies which Android will download by their own. So these are dependency. Now you know what is dependency. Install and set up Java environment. I also have shown you how you can set your own Java runtime environment in your Android Studio, or you can also use Java's own Android Studio's own Java environment JDK. So these are everything for this video. Thank you very much. Please check up for the next video. Have a nice day. Goodbye.